So you want to talk about sales waste? Could you not pick a more broader topic? Everybody struggles with it. Nobody can see it. I mean, if it was health, we'd call it the silent killer. I mean, like, they don't even know when it bites them. I mean, it's things like we'll start. There's three areas where we see the sales waste. We see it in HR and training. We see it in Salesforce. We see it in the activity and the way it's managed. We see it in management and the way it's adopted, and the way that they have revenue control, which they don't. The entire time that everybody's been focused on numbers, they think of acquisition costs and the end result being a sale. And what does that really end up with? But where they can't measure is that in between. It's when you're actually working on prospects that don't materialize. And how do we control that engagement? How much time do we waste there? It could be the activity. It could be poor discovery, the way we qualify, the way we assess needs. Do we really have a process in line that makes sure that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing when we are supposed to be doing it? That sales waste transcends in so many areas. I mean, it starts off with hiring the wrong person, onboarding the wrong way or not onboarding correctly. The thought out plan, the plan that has to be set up in sequence has to be so accurate in order for adoption to work. There can't be any ambiguity. It has to be clear and concise. And that's what happens when all these Lego pieces come together in an organization, and it creates huge amounts of sales waste from how much time is spent in administrative tasks, writing emails, doing everything but selling. The truth is that CRM doesn't have to be so encumbersome. If you know exactly what are the key points that really need to be mattered, if you understand the next steps and next step dates are critical to reduce sales waste, understanding how to put a metric in to understand the pulse of engagement. And everybody says to me, what is pulse of engagement? What does that mean? Well, you know the difference between dating an A prospect and a B prospect. The B prospect doesn't return your calls as much as you would like them to. So understanding how all this maps up in one process is really critical. What I can't get over is how many companies will sit there and accept that they're losing money in an area they can't see it, they can't explain it, but they know it's there. But yet it's really simple to identify if you really take the time to understand exactly what your staff is doing and make sure you give them process to stop them from doing that same thing. Good thing is that we have that process in place. We have the sales audits to be able to see every bit of sales waste that's affecting your organization to the point of where SOP isn't tight enough in certain areas that create sales waste. Too much time spent on the wrong things. And if you're spending too much time on anything other than the customer, it's the wrong thing. These things are supposed to complement the effort, not get in the way of it. And that's where we actually simplify the process. Look, we're the best company to do business with. And people are starting to see that because we concentrate on the things that matter. Not a con game, but actual solutions.